required to prepare adjusted creditors control account and reconciliation statement. As we earlier discussed the control account and the reconciliation, I am directly going to the answers. So, creditors list of Tasrif business showed a credit balance of 65,000. So, list balance should be shown in the reconciliation statement as creditors list balance 65,000. But his creditors control account showed another balance. So here in this sum, the creditors control balance is not given. So you have to find out it. Right. Following are the reasons for the differences. While preparing the list, a debit balance of 2,500 of an individual account and credit balance of rupees 10,000 of an individual account were omitted. Here, if a debit balance is omitted, thereby individual account total would be increased by 2,500. So you have to decrease 2,500 from the list balance. Right. Same as if one individual account credit balance is omitted, then the total of individual account balance is less. So you have to add 10,000 to the list balance. Right. Next, creditors control account credit side total was overcast by 5,000. So if the creditors control account credit side is overcasted, to adjust that, you have to debit 5,000 in the creditors control account, adjusted creditors control account. Right. Next, 3. Discount received from Nathan 500 was entered into cash payment journal. Yes, when paying money we receive discount. Discount received column as 550. Right. So discount received is 500, but it was entered in the discount received column as 550. So if you get the total of the discount received column, the total is 50 more. So that discount received column total is transferred to creditors control account debit side. So now in the debit side of the creditors control account, 50 is more. So you have to correct it by crediting the creditors control account by 50 rupees. Right. The next error in this regarding is, as it was recorded in the Nathan's it was recorded in the discount column as 550, it would be transferred to Nathan account also as 550. So in the Nathan's accounts, the discount received would have been debited. So here 50 debited more. So the final balance of the Northern would be 50 rupees less. Thereby the list balance also 50 rupees less. So you have to add 50. You have to add 50. Right. Next. 4. A purchase return of 4,500 to Mr. Kamal was not entered into any books of account. If the purchase return is not entered in the control account, creditor's control account, actually it should be debited. So as it is not entered, you have to debit to the control account 4,500, right? And it wouldn't have debited to individual account also. Thereby the individual account balance is 4,500 more, and the list balance also would be increased by 4,500. So now you have to deduct 4,500 from the list balance. Right. Next 5. Creditors list credit balance 3,500 was undercast. If the creditors list credit balance is 3,500 is undercast, the list balance total is 3,500 less. So you have to add 3,500 to the list balance. Okay. Next. 6. Allowance received 150 from Mr. Sanhar was not entered in Sanhar's individual account. So wrong is in the list because it is not debited to Sanhar's book. Thereby Sanhar's final balance is 150 more. So you have to deduct 150. Right. Next. 7. When recording a cash purchase of 3,000 in the cash payment journal's purchase column, erroneously the same amount has recorded in the payment to creditors column also, but not posted to the particular supplier's account. Right. Here what has happened is a cash purchase occurred. So you know when purchase for cash, that is recorded in the cash payment journal amount column and in the analysis column purchase. Right. Next to the purchase there is a column cash payment to creditors column. No? Yeah. Here what has happened, the cash purchase is recorded in the purchase column and as well as in the payment to creditors column also it was recorded. So if you get the total of the payment to creditors column, in the payment to creditors column 3,500 is more. So you know that payment to creditors column total is debited to creditors control account. So in the creditors control account debit side 3,500 more. So to cancel that you have to credit adjusted creditors control account by 3000. Right. And then see the same amount was recorded in the payment to creditors column also, but not posted to particular supplier's account. So as it is not recorded in the particular supplier's account, mean individual account, the individual account balance won't get wrong. Right. Next, 8. Cash paid to creditors column total was overcasted by 250. So the cash paid to creditors column total is transferred to creditors control account debit side. So in the debit side 250 is more. So to cancel that, you have to credit the 250 in the creditors control account. Right. Next, last one. One of a creditor, Mr. Varis, whose credit balance 3550 was erroneously recorded as 2550 in the list. So again, one of the creditor, Mr. Varis, whose credit balance 3550 was erroneously recorded in the list 2550. So in the list it is 1000 less. So you have to add 1000. Yes, you have to add 1000 here. Add 1000. Okay. Now to correct the list balance, you have to add this 1 2 3 4 numbers, so that is 14,550, and you have to deduct this 1 2 3 4 numbers, that is 7,150. So adjusted list balance is, creditors list balance is 72,400. Right. Here you have not given the opening balance. Here you have to find out the opening balance. So brought forward balance. So how will you find out this brought forward balance? Yes, you bring this 72,400 to adjusted creditors control account brought forward as brought forward balance. So you know this brought forward comes from here. So here carried down. Here carried down. Right. Now in the debit side, with the carried down, there are another two numbers. So get the total. Total is 81,900. The same total should come to the credit side also. Then from this total deduct this 250, 3050, and then you can get the opening creditors control account balance. That's all, my dear children. I think you would have understand the way of doing this sum. So I am going to wind up this session, and I will meet you in another video. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye.